hands and arms outside the reach of carnivorous vegetables. Make sure to turn off your phones and flashing cameras, or else the plant will get you, even if you're not in an interactive seat. We will be having a 10-minute intermission and refreshments will be available for sale outside. Tonight, the plant will be operated by Richie Mann. אם אתם דוברי עברית, אתם לא פטורים מהטרף, תרגום להצגה יוקרן מעל הבמה. And now, Starcatcher and JEST are proud to begin tonight's performance of Little Shop of Horrors.
On the 21st day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade, not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
Nothing, Mr. Mushnik.
So, she finally decides to come to work.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Mushnik.
What? Morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Not that we've had any customers. Who gets customers when you run a flower shop on Skid Row?
I'm sorry.
Seymour, what is going on back there?
Very little, Mr. Mushnik.
Audrey, you better go back there and see what's going on with him. Audrey, where'd you get that shiner?
Shiner?
That greasy boyfriend been beating up on you again? I know maybe it's none of my business, but I'm beginning to think that maybe he ain't such a nice boy.
You don't need nice boys when you live on Skid Row, Mr. Mushnik.
I got those plants repotted for you, Mr.
Come on, look what you done to the inventory!
it today? Is that new eye makeup?
I'll clean it up before any of the customers get here.
Oh, that ought to give you plenty of time. Good God, what an existence I got. Misfit employees, bums on the street, business is lousy. My life is a living hell. Yo, urchins, off the stoop. It ain't bad enough that I got rhinos permanently decorating my storefront. I need 3 worthless urchins, ragamuffins, to complete the picture.
Oh, we ain't bothering nobody. Are we, Crystal?
No, we're not, Ronette. Are we, Chiffon?
Yeah, you ought to be in school.
We on the split shift.
We went to school till the 5th grade, then we split.
Yeah, well, what are you doing to better yourselves?
Better ourselves. Mister, when you are from Skid Row, ain't no such thing. Alarm goes off at 7 and you start uptown. You put in your 8 hours for the powers and the boys.
Sing it, child.
Till it's 5 p.m.
There you go.
Downtown, where your folks are broke. You go downtown, where your life's a joke. You go downtown, where your fire's talk. You go home to Skid Row. Home to Skid Row.
Yes, you go.
Downtown, where the cops don't stop. Downtown,
And the food is slop.
downtown, where the hobbits walk in the snow. Down on Skid Row. Uptown, you cater to 1,000,000 jerks. Uptown, your passengers and mailroom clerks. Eating all your lattes at the hot dog carts. Your bosses take your money and they break your hearts. And uptown, you cater to 1,000,000 whores. You disinfect your roads and walk the bathroom floors. Your morning tribulation afternoons are curse. And father pockets in and worse.
That's when you go.
Downtown, where the guys are trips.
Downtown, where they rip your slips. Downtown, where relationships are now gone. Down on Skid Row. 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 Down on Skid Row.
My life I've always been poor. I keep asking God what I'm for, and He tells me, gee, I'm not sure. Sweep that floor, kiddo. I started life as an orphan, a child of the street, here on Skid Row. He took me in, gave me shelter, a bed, crust of bread, and a job. Treats me like dirt, calls me a snob, which I am. So I live downtown. That's in a home address you live.
Downtown.
When your life's a mess, you live.
Downtown.
Where depression's just status quo.
Down on Skid
Someone show me a way to get out of here. 'Cause I constantly pray I'll get out of here. Please won't somebody say I'll get out of here. Someone give me my shot or I'll rot here.
Downtown, there's no
I'll
rules
get
for
out
us.
of here.
Downtown, 'cause it's dangerous. Downtown, there's a rainbow's nice and ocean.
Someone tell Lady Luck that I'm stuck here. Can't show up this way to get out of here. Get the good of guts and all the get out of here. I'm everything that's got to get out of Skid Row. I don't know what to
Look at that. 6 o'clock and we didn't sell as much as a single firm. I guess that's it. Don't bother coming in tomorrow.
You don't mean...
You can't mean.
What? Well, what don't I mean? I mean I'm closed, finished, kaput.
You can't.
Kaput, extinct. I'm closing this god and customer-forsaken place.
Mr. Mushnik, forgive me for saying so, sir, but has it ever occurred to you that maybe what the firm needs is to move in a new direction?
What Seymour is trying to say, Mr. Mushnik, is... Seymour, why don't you run out back and bring out that strange and interesting new plan you've been working on? You see, Mr. Mushnik, some of those exotic plans Seymour has been tinkering around with are really unusual, and we were both thinking that maybe some of his strange and interesting plans, prominently displayed and advertised, would attract business.
I'm afraid it's not feeling very well today.
There! Now, isn't that bizarre?
At least, what kind of a weirdo plant is that, Seymour?
I don't know. It looks like some kind of a flytrap, but I haven't been able to identify it in any of my books. So I give it my own name. I call it an Audrey 2.
After me?
I hope you don't mind. You see, sir, if you take a strange and interesting plant like this and display it here in the window, maybe...
Maybe what? Just because you put a strange and interesting plant in the window, people don't suddenly walk in...
Excuse me? I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant. What is it?
It's an Audrey 2.
I've never seen anything like it before.
No one has.
Where did you get it?
Well, you remember that total eclipse of the sun a few weeks ago? I was walking down the wholesale flower district that day, and I passed by this place where this old Chinese man, he sometimes sells me weird and exotic cuttings. Because he knows, you see, that strange plants are my hobby. He didn't have anything unusual there that day. So I was just about to, walk on by. When suddenly, and without warning, there was this total eclipse of the sun. It got very dark, and I heard this strange humming sound like something from another world. And when the light came back, this strange plant was just sitting there. Just stuck in, among the zinnias. I could have sworn it hadn't been there before, but the old Chinese man sold it to me anyway, for $1.95.
That's an unusual story, and a fascinating plant. Oh, I may as well get $50 worth of roses while I'm here.
$50?
$50?
Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Can you break 100?
No, sir, I'm afraid the cash register is
Well
closed
then,
for the
I'll
day.
just have to get twice as many.
Twice as many?
Twice as many?
Twice as many?
Yes, sir, right away, sir. Audrey, darling, kindly fetch this gentleman $100 worth of our finest red American beauty roses.
Yes, sir. That is one strange and interesting plant.
Quick, Seymour, don't just stand there. Take that plant there. What do you call it?
An Audrey 2.
Take that Audrey 2 and then put it in the window where the passers-by can see it. My God, I never believed it. Children, I'm taking us all out to dinner.
Oh, I'd love to, Mr. Mushnik, but I got a date.
With that same no-good-nick? Audrey, you don't need a date with that guy. What you need is major medical.
Oh, he's a professional.
What kind of a professional drives a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
He's a rebel, Mr. Mushnik, but he makes good money. And besides, he's the only fellow I got. Good night, Mr. Mushnik. Good night, Seymour.
Good night, Audrey.
Poor girl.
Are we still going to dinner?
You're not going anywhere, Krellborn. You're staying right here and taking care of this sick plant. How come it's fainting all the time?
I told you, it's been giving me trouble. It just wilts like this. The Audrey 2 is not a healthy girl.
It's strictly between us, and neither is the Audrey 1.
If only I knew what breed it was, what genus, but it's nowhere in the books.
Well, my advice to you is to find out, and quick, Krellborn. And just look at what that exotic little beauty did for our business today.
I know.
Yeah, you do. So work on that plant and nurse it back to health. I'm counting on you.
I know.
You do?
I do.
So fix. Good night.
Chewy, I don't know what else to do for you. Mr. Mushnik and Audrey, they just met you, but I've been going through this with you for weeks. Grow and wilt, spurt and flop. Are you sickly, little plant, or just plain stubborn? What is it you want? What is it you need? I've given you sunshine. I've given you dirt. You've given me nothing but heartache and hurt. I'm begging you sweetly. I'm down on my knees. Oh, please grow for me. I've given you plant food and water to sip. I've given you potash, you've given me zip. Oh God, how I miss you. Oh God, how you tease. Now please grow for me. I've given you southern exposure to get you to thrive. I've pitched you back hard like I'm supposed to. You're barely alive. I've tried you at levels of moisture from desert to mud. I've given you prolytes and mineral supplements. What do you want from me, bud? Ow! Damn thorns, damn roses. Oh, clumsy me. Hey, Dewey, look what happened. Hey, you opened up. I wonder what made you do that. Made you do that? Well, I guess a few drops couldn't hurt, as long as you don't make a habit of it or anything. I've given you sunlight, I've given you rain. Looks like you're not happy unless I open a vein. I'll give you a few drops if that'll appease. Now please. Grow for me?
And thus we conclude our interview with Seymour Krellborn, the young mechanical. Do you mind if I call you genius?
Gosh, no.
The young genius who has developed a new breed of plant life hitherto unknown on this planet, the Audrey 2. One more question, Mr. Krellborn. Do you feed it anything special?
Special? No, it's a secret formula, but it's not hard to come by.
I see. Well, thank you very much.
I'd like to remind our listeners that the Audrey 2 is on display exclusively at Mushnik and Son. Open 6 days a week.
Well, it's still great advertising. I can't believe it. It couldn't be happening. Pinch me, girls. It couldn't be happening. All of this sudden success coming out of the studio. I put a sign up right in the front window. An advertisement right in the front window. Come in and see the amazing new plant Audrey 2. And the really remarkable thing is the people they do. Seymour, that work of our clubs finally did something right. Audrey 2 drives him nuts. What a blessing this wonderful plant should exist. And to rake in the bluff for me hand over fist.
Well, how'd I do?
Oh, Seymour, you was great.
You sounded sexy as a wolf, man.
But you didn't give me a dress. How many times do I have to tell
I was
you?
nervous, I'm sorry.
Where's Audrey? She said she'd be here.
Forget about Audrey. I got 3 radio interviews lined up for tomorrow. And the Skid Row Herald Examiner wants pictures.
Oh, if I had a mother, she'd be so happy.
You're an overnight sensation, Seymour. Who'd have believed it?
One day he pushed a broom, nothing in his views but gloom and doom. Then he lit a fuse and give him room. Stand aside and watch that bubble blow. Explosion, bang, kerboom. Don't I gotta show you never know. Seymour was in a funk. He was number 0. Who'd have thunk? He'd become a hero, just a punk. He was up for nothing, so and so. Then one day,
Crash, kerplunk.
don't I gotta show you never know. Stand up, Seymour should find gonna sing for you. All the world used to screw him. Big black pound down the eat him. And the glamour to put his remarks on the air. All the world used to hate him. Now they started to appreciate him. And all because of that strange look left over there. Observe him, here's a trap. Everything is landing in his lap.
I just cut my hand and in a snap, something out of Edgar Allan Poe has happened.
Don't I gotta show you never know. One day you're slinging cash, feeling so rejected, lightning crash. You get resurrected, make a splash. Now you're in the paper, misty moon. And when the thunder crash, crash the thunder, and kerboom, zankazam, zankazoo, zowie, powie, holy cow. The order of the rainbow to go. Wow, power down below. Don't I gotta show you never know.
Well, look who's here.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Renette. Hi, Shazan. Am I late? Did I miss it?
Sure are.
And sure did.
Seymour's first radio broadcast. I wanted to cheer him on. I tried to be on time, but...
Don't tell me. You got tied up.
Oh, no. Just handcuffed a little.
Girl, I don't know who this mess is that you hanging out with, but he is hazardous to your health.
Oh, that's for sure. But I can't leave him.
Why not?
Because he get angry. And if he does this to me when he likes me, imagine what he'd do to me if he ever got mad.
So, dump the chump, get another guy, and let him protect you.
And we got one all picked out.
A little botanical genius. And she ain't talking about George Washington Carver.
Seymour?
Bingo!
Oh, I can never be Seymour's girl. We're just friends. And besides, I got a pass.
Who amongst us has not?
I don't even deserve a sweet, considerate, suddenly successful guy like Seymour.
This child suffers from low self-image.
You got a point.
She have a problem.
I know Seymour is the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye, my arms and a kiss. Still got Seymour's a cutie. Well, if not, he's got enough beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together and laugh.
And where is that place, honey? An emergency room?
Oh no, it's just a daydream of mine. A little development I dream of just off the interstate. Not fancy like Levittown. Just a little street in a little suburb, far, far from urban Skid Row. The sweetest, greenest place where everybody has the same little lawn out front and the same little flagstone patio out back, and all the houses patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine, in a tract house that we share somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I look like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean. In a pine sol scented air, somewhere that's green. Oh, between all those and dinners, it's our bedtime, 9:15. We snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I hit December bride. He's father, he knows best. Our kids watch Howdy Doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of better homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Gimpo, I dream we'll go somewhere that's
Working for renovation, we're sweeping up and grooming, cause customers are flocking and business has been booming. We need refrigeration in our new improved display, so look for renovation today.
Yes, indeed, this is the shop you heard about on Channel 5 News. Yes, the Audrey 2 is on display exclusively here.
Decoration, the fortune has been smiling. Some narrative for painting, new parking and retiring. We'll take a shake your place out, a little shop, and then tomorrow we'll be open.
Seymour, aren't you finished yet?
I'm doing my best, but all these band-aids make it kind of hard.
I've never done so much lately.
I know, it seems every time I pick up a pruning shears, I slip.
Renovation, we're swapping down and moving, cause business has been thriving since Audrey 2's been blooming. So look up nuts are bringing with their customers who say,
Another bunch of peonies,
After 10 daisies, please.
geraniums and anemones.
Pretend me not some burden leaves.
Outside is home deliveries.
hey, it's moving series, we're close to renovation today.
Seymour, did you get that order out for Mrs. Shiva yet?
Mrs. Shiva?
Mrs. Shiva?
Oh, Mrs. Shiva! I forgot.
Forgot? How could you forget an account like that? The Shivas are our most important funereal account. A huge, enormous family, and they're dropping off like flies. Krellborn, if we lose their business over this, you are finished. Arrgh.
You know, sometimes I think Mr. Mushnik's too hard on you, Seymour.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, I owe him everything. He took me in from the Skid Row home for boys when I was just a little tyke, gave me a warm place to sleep under the counter, nice things to eat like meatloaf and water, and floors to sweep and toilets to clean, and every other Sunday off.
You know, I think you ought to raise your expectations, Seymour. Now that we're getting successful, I mean. Why don't you start off with some new clothes? No offense, but photo sessions, a big, important experimental botanist has to look the part.
I don't know, Audrey. I'm a very bad shopper. I don't have good taste like you.
I could help you pick things out.
You could?
Sure.
You go shopping with me?
Sure.
You be seen with me in a public place like a department store?
Sure.
Tonight?
Oh, I can't tonight. I got a date. But I'd like to go with you some other time.
Sure, I'll pencil you in.
I'll bet you got a lot of dates now, huh?
Well, not dates exactly, but a lot of garden clubs have been calling, asking me to give lectures.
Gee.
Imagine me giving lectures. I never even finished grade school.
Oh, that's all right. You got life experience.
Some experience. I don't even know what it's like to fly in an airplane.
Me neither.
Or to eat a fancy dinner at Howard Johnson's.
Me neither.
Or to ride a motorcycle.
Oh, it's no big deal. And besides, it's dangerous.
It is?
Extremely dangerous. Gee, I better go fix my face. My date will be here any minute.
You kids know where Skid Row is? What about you? You should smell like you know where Skid Row is. Excuse me, ladies, which way does 1313 Skid Row?
I'm afraid that information will cost you $1.
Hey, no problem. Here you go.
It's right over there. Got his $1. But I feel like with thousands of other people flocking over here to see the Audrey tube, you better come back tomorrow, man. This shop is closed today.
But I'm not here to buy posies, girls. I'm here to pick up my date.
Your date? You ain't by any chance talking about a girl with a black eye.
And several other medical problems?
As a matter of fact.
That's him! But who do you think you are? Beat up like that? You can show up around.
Whoa, ladies, please. I'm friendly. Truce. Shalom. Hey, you guys want some nitrous oxide?
Yeah. Why don't you get lost, Vitalis Brains? The last thing Audrey needs is more of your kind.
My kind's a very nice kind, ladies. I'm no monster.
What else would you call it?
Well, I would call it occupational hazard.
Say what?
You see, ladies, my line of work requires a certain fascination with human pain and suffering. Oh, stuff is great. Allow me to explain. When I was younger, just a bad little kid, my mama noticed funny things I did, like shooting puppies with a BB gun. I poisoned puppies, and when I was done, I'd find a pussycat and bash its head. That's when my mama said.
What did she say?
She said, my boy, I think someday you'll find a way to make your natural tendencies pay. You'll be a dentist. You have a talent for causing things pain. Son, be a dentist. People will pay you to be inhumane. Your temper is wrong for the priesthood, and teaching what suits you still best. Son, be a dentist.
You'll be a success. Here he is, girls, the leader of the plaque. Watch him suck up that gas. Oh my god. He's a dentist and he'll never ever be any good. Who wants their teeth done by the Marquis de Sade? Oh, that hurts. I'm not dumb.
Now shut up, open wide, here I come. I am your dentist, and I enjoy the career that I picked.
You love it.
I am your dentist, and I get off on the pain I inflict.
You really love it.
When I start extracting your molars, girls will be screaming like holy rollers. And though it may cause my patients distress, somewhere in heaven above me, oh, I know that I'm gonna be proud of it. Oh, mama!
Fine, thank you, but the shop's closed.
I'm not here to shop, I'm here to... Holy mother of pearl! This must be that plant they're talking about on the news. What do you call it?
And Audrey, too.
Audrey, too? Cute name. Catchy. Nice plant. Big.
Thank you, I raised it myself. Now, if you don't mind...
It's some kind of new species or something.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. Now, you really have to go...
It's all right, Seymour. This is my boyfriend, Orange Scrivello. GGS.
Tell me something, guy. You said you raised this thing, right?
Right.
Well, if I were you, I sure as hell wouldn't keep it under a barrel in a skid row dump like this. This avocado here could be your ticket to the stars. You go to any florist shop in town and name your price. Somebody make you a goddamn partner to get your hands on this.
I don't care, I'm happy here.
Seymour is very loyal.
Somebody talking to you.
Oh no. Excuse me.
Excuse me, what?
Excuse me, Doctor.
I'll tell you, guy, this thing's a big green gold mine. Get your ass out of this dump and take the plant with you. What? Mushnik Skid Row florist, huh? It's like a joke. You hear me talking?
Yeah, I hear you, I hear you.
He hears him.
Shouldn't we be leaving now? I'm sorry.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, Doctor. Doctor. I'm sorry, Doctor.
You got a train of stud? Well, my bike's outside, double parked. Did you think about what I said, Scout? I mean it. You think about it.
Sure, I'll think about it.
He'll think about it.
Right, you do that. Okay, Audrey. Got the handcuffs.
They're right in my bag.
Let's go!
He'll think about it. He'll think about it.
I don't like that guy, Mr. Mushnik. You should hear the way he talks to Audrey.
Cotton him will know the kid just said he'd mow it over.
No wonder she looks so unhealthy. It's enough to make you sick.
If he left me, if Seymour left me, why then I'd be right back where I started, which was broken, starving.
Sweet and good and beautiful as she is, she deserves a prince. Not a sadistic creep like him.
Close to bankrupt,
What a lapse.
beset, befuddled, and bereft. That's what I'd be if Seymour left. Seymour!
Sir?
Seymour! How would you like to be my son? How would you like to be my own adopted boy?
I never liked him much before. The count the cash that's in the drawer. I've got no choice. I'm much too poor. Say yes.
Floor.
Seymour, I want to be your dad. I want to see you climbing up my family tree.
I used to think he left the stench, but now I see that he's a mensch, so I'm proposing
Be my son. Mushnik and Son. Sounds great. 3 words with the ring of fate. So say you'll incorporate with me. Our forest dream come true. Mushnik and his boy chick, you. What business will do for FTE? Yeah, did Seymour be my son? Just say the word, I'll have my lawyer on the phone.
Now, Mr. Mushnik, don't be rash. You always said that I was trash.
Oh, I was joking.
I'm joking.
Excuse the physical expression of my pride, of the sweet paternal mishigas I'm hell-bent up inside.
Gee.
So?
Well,
You! Go ahead and say it, Seymour. Tell me that you will.
Gee, I'd really like to, but...
I'll hold my breath until...
Okay, you win, I'll be your son.
Hooray, I win. He'll be my son.
Oh, the paper's got untouched, I really am. And when you reach age 83, I'll let you come move in with me.
You swear?
I promise.
What a son.
Mushnik and Son.
That's that. Officially, I'm your rat.
Consider the matter
His son. I'm his son. Sudden changes surround me. Lady Luck came and found me. Thanks a million for making the magic you do. Thanks to you, sweet Petunia. Mushnik's taken a junior. And someday when I own this whole shop, I'll remember I owe it to you. Ah, Tui, who cares if I've been a little on the anemic side these past few weeks? So what if I've had a few dizzy spells, a little lightheadedness? It's been worth it, old pal. But Tui, I'm a little hungry. I'm going to run down to Schmendrick's and get a bite to eat. I'll see you later. Oh boy, here we go again. Look, I haven't got much left. Just give me a few more days to heal, and then we'll start again in the left.
Feed me.
I beg your pardon?
Feed me.
Tui, you talked. You opened your trap, your thing, and you said...
Feed me, Crowborn. Feed me now.
I can't.
I'm starving.
Oh boy, maybe I can get a little more out of this one.
I need some food.
I know, but you can't get blood.
More.
I haven't got any more. What do you want me to do? Slit my wrists?
Ooh.
Oh boy. Look, how about I run out to the corner and get you some nice chopped sirloin?
Must be blood.
Tui, that's disgusting.
Must be fresh.
I don't want to hear this. Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine?
Feed me.
Where am I supposed to get it?
Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. That's right, boy. You can do it. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. Feed me, Seymour. I can grow up big and strong.
Dewey Blood Audrey, too, let's face it. How am I supposed to keep on feeding you? Kill people?
I'll make it worth your while.
What?
You think this is all a coincidence, baby? The sudden success around here? Your adoption papers?
Look, you're a plant, an inanimate object.
Does this look animate to you, punk? If I could talk and I could move, who's to say I can't do anything I want?
Like what?
Like deliver power. Like see you get everything a secret, greasy heart desire. I guess you don't jackpot. How about I tell you if you're gonna get it? I'd like to be a big wheel, lining up your every meal. From the place to make your will, you're gonna get it. I'm your duty, I'm your friend, I'm your willing slave. Take a chance and read me, yeah. You know the kind of evil gonna win all trees. You gotta look at me like brave. Come on, Seymour, don't be a punk. Trust me in your life will surely wobble keep touch. Show a little music and what you'll get it.
I don't know. I don't know. I have so many strong reservations. Should I go and perform mutilations?
You didn't have nothing till you met me. Come on, kid, what'll it be? Money? Girls? One particular girl. How about that Audrey? Think it over. Let me be someone you can 86, real quiet like, and give me some lunch. How about a room in the Ritz, wrapped in velvet, covered in glitz?
See, I'm like a Harley machine, moving around like I was JEST. Making all the guys in the corner turn green.
Take a ride and look around.
meant to say.
But it's true, isn't it?
No! I don't know anybody who deserves to get chopped up and fed to a hungry plant.
Sure you do.
Stupid freaking Get the hell in there and pick up your goddamn sweater, you dizzy cow!
Yes, Doctor, right away, Doctor. Hi, Seymour. Let my sweater here before.
You lay that freaking day and forget your goddamn sweater! Your stupid head was screwed on! Move it, you little slut!
Fellow?
You got an appointment?
Seymour Krelborn. We met yesterday.
Oh, right, the guy with the plan.
Right.
And the band-aids.
Right.
And the gun.
Right.
So, why are you holding a gun at me, Seymour?
Hey,
are you a little nervous about seeing a dentist?
No, I'm not nervous.
It's only gonna hurt a little.
You don't understand. I don't want my teeth examined.
Of course you want your teeth examined. Say ah!
No!
Say ah! Oh my, Seymour, your mouth is a mess. You've got cavities. You've got plaque. You're impacted. You're obsessed.
And?
You need a complete oral examination. We'll start with that wisdom tooth.
No.
We'll just rip that little bugger out of there. What do you say?
I gotta go.
No, Seymour. There's always time for dental hygiene. Haven't you ever seen the results of neglected mouth? Look, Seymour, this could happen to you.
It could?
Unless I take immediate action. Let's get started.
Wait. Aren't you gonna use Novocaine?
What for? Dull the senses.
But it'll hurt.
Only till you pass out.
What's that?
That's the drill, Seymour.
But it's rusty.
It's an antique. They don't make instruments like this anymore. Sturdy, heavy, dull. Boy, this is going to be a pleasure. This is going to be a challenge. I'm going to need some gas for this one.
Gas?
Nitrous oxide.
Oh, thank God. I thought you weren't gonna use any painkillers.
Oh, the gas isn't for you, Seymour. It's for me. You see, I find that the little giggle gas increases my pleasure enormously. In fact, I'm going to use my special gas mask. Just for that, Seymour. I'll be with you in a moment.
Now, do it now. While he's gassing himself to a palpable stupor, the timing's ideal and the moment is super. To ready and fire and blow the sick bastard away. Now, do it now. Just a flicker of pressure right here on the trigger, and Audrey won't have to put up with that pain for another day. Now, for the girl. Now, for the plant. Now, yes, I will. But I can't.
Okay, Seymour, forever now. All the things I gotta do to your mouth. Well, I think I've had enough of this stuff.
What?
It's stuck!
What?
The mask, it's stuck! I can't get it off! Jesus Christ, I got asphyxiated here! Hey, Seymour, give me a hand, will you?
Well...
Well? He says, well? Oh, Seymour, I don't think you understand. Don't be fooled. I should jiggle like a sappy, happy dope. It's just the gas. It's got me high. But don't let that fact deceive you. Any moment I could die. I'm sure they'll bear in mind I'm not immortal. But this whole thing strikes me funny. I don't know. Till it's really I'm not ready to go.
What we have here is an ethical dilemma. Let's say how we get the master if he doesn't have a career. The government's never fired, but the way that aspired I can finish it was simple as a fair. I tried when the fates were on my side. I can often guide by staying in the chair.
Don't be fooled if I should chuckle like hyenas in a zoo. It's just the gas. It turns me on. But don't let my work deceive you. Any moment I'll be gone. My vital signs are failing because the outside I'm inhaling. It's a difficult as hell to catch my breath. Are you dumb? Ahead of him? Or relieved? My end is near. Are you satisfied? I've left my soul to
Death.
What a creepy thing to be happening.
To me.
Hang on, feel the stir and drag in the
If anyone else is hungry, we're selling refreshments outside. Enjoy your 10-minute intermission.
Let's go!
You won't believe it. Here she is.
Remarkable!
You said it, mister.
She's real pretty.
Six of those and 10 of those!
Here you go, sir. Thank you. Come again.
Very much.
Seymour, can you help me with these phones? Mushnik and Son's girls, favorite
Mushnik
florist.
and Son's favorite florist. Can you hold, please?
And you were saying flowers for a palm corsage,
Flowers for an entourage.
flowers to the funeral home,
Leaving from St. Andrew's Roman Catholic Church at 9 confined.
$40 for all the line.
First thing in the morning, they'll be there in the morning.
Can you hold the Rose Bowl? Seymour, the Rose Bowl. You know that big inflated estimate we wrote. Or the Rose Bowl. Well, it's the Rose Bowl. You know they want to buy the flowers here for every single float. You can't leave the tournament waiting.
Mushnik and Son, please hold. It's just as the plan foretold.
Just a minute.
It's business like who'd have ever guessed.
Mushnik and Son.
That was me.
Please,
That was me.
No business.
On Channel 3.
So why am I feeling so depressed?
I get 2 tickets to the game. Mushnik and Son, Skid Row's favorite florist.
7,000 baht. Here's carnations or the yellow roses.
Please, I've only got 2 ears allergic to chrysanthemums.
Hollyhocks and hardy ears. Which ones would your wife
Where
prefer?
you're waiting long, I'm sorry, sir. 1 minute and I'll get her for you.
Seymour, the reporter.
No, I thought we finished yesterday.
She wants another interview. Said to bring them down with you.
Audrey's the new account.
Sorry, that's the random dots.
Daisies only come in white.
Turn 2 and out to 5.
Sorry, those are out of stock.
Seymour, look. It's 6 o'clock.
Call back in the morning, will you?
Call back in the morning, won't you?
Call back in the morning, can you?
Call back in the morning, thank you.
Call back in the morning.
What a day, Seymour. What a day. Do you mind looking up for me? I'm all in.
Just a minute, Audrey, I want to show you something.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
It won't take long. I've been shopping for a new wardrobe like you told me. And, ta-da! What do you think? You don't like it?
I don't know.
I'll take it off. I'll take it back. I'll burn it. Just don't cry. Oh, look what I did. Audrey, I only got it to impress you. That's all I ever meant to do.
Oh, I don't know what came over me. I guess I've just been feeling a little under the weather lately.
It's Oren, isn't it? You've been down in the dumps ever since his mysterious disappearance. You miss him, don't you?
Miss him? Oh, I never felt so relieved as when they told me he'd vanished. It was like a miracle. Not to mention all the money I saved on bandages and iodine.
What's the matter?
I feel guilty, I guess. I mean, if you met with foul play or some terrible accident of some kind, then it would be partly my fault, you see. Because secretly, I wished it.
Audrey, don't waste 1 more minute worrying about that creep. There's a lot of guys who'd give anything to go out with you. Nice guys.
I don't deserve a nice guy, Seymour.
That's not true.
You don't know the half of it. I've led a terrible life.
Audrey, don't.
I deserve a creep like Orange Scribello, DDS. You know where I met him? In the gutter.
The gutter?
The gutter. It's a night spot. I work there on my nights off. I put on cheap and tasteless outfits, not nice ones like this. And
Audrey, all that's behind you now. You don't have anything to be ashamed of. You're a very nice person, and I always knew you were. Underneath the bruises and the handcuffs, you know what I saw? A girl I respected. I still do. Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay. Suddenly Seymour is standing beside you. You don't need no makeup. is here to provide you sweet understanding. Seymour's your friend.
Nobody ever treated me kindly. Daddy left early. Mama was poor. I need a man and I follow him blindly. He'd snap his finger at me. I'd say sure. Suddenly Seymour standing beside me. He don't give me orders. He don't condescend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide me with sweet understanding. Seymour's my
Tell me this feeling will last till forever. Tell me the bad times are clean washed away.
Please understand that it's still strange and frightening for losers like I've been. It's so hard to say. Suddenly Seymour, purified. Suddenly Seymour, yes you the girl that's inside you.
With sweet understanding.
Sweet understanding.
Understanding.
With sweet understanding. Seymour's my
So, it seems like the plot is thickening among my employees.
Please, Mr. Daddy.
Don't Mr. Daddy me, Krellborn. Audrey, I wonder if you'd excuse Seymour and me for a little while?
Audrey, why don't you run along home like he asked? I'll catch up with you later. I'll call for you if that's okay.
Of course it is. Good night, Seymour. Good night, Mr. Mushnik.
Little red dots all over the floor.
You're acting pretty strange, Pop.
Well, and I had a pretty strange afternoon, son. After my lawyer's appointment, I got called into the police station.
The police?
Yeah, it seems they did a routine investigation into the disappearance of our motorcycle dentist. And it seems like they found a Mushnik Skid Row florist bag in his office.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's exactly what I asked myself. And then I started thinking about some of the things I've been noticing around here lately. Like little red dots all over the linoleum.
I spilled some Hawaiian punch and it stained.
It's pretty hard to keep things clean around here, isn't it? Especially when they only remove the garbage once a month.
What does that have to... Where were you going?
If you want something removed quickly, it's best not to dispose of it on Skid Row.
What are you talking about?
This, the dentist's uniform.
He's got your number now.
I saw it last week and I didn't think twice.
He knows just what you've done.
And the little red dots seemed innocent, you know.
You've got no place to
And
hide.
I catch you kissing the dentist's girlfriend.
Got nowhere to run.
And it begins to look like a motive.
He knows your life of crime.
Once these out of the way, you move in, right?
And now it's supper time.
I'm innocent! I'm innocent!
Then how do you explain this?
picture of a baseball cap?
Your baseball cap. The police found it in Scrivello's office, and they asked me if I could identify it.
Did you?
No, Seymour. They don't suspect you at all. But then again, they don't know about the little red dots, and the girlfriend, and the uniform.
I didn't do it!
Then come with me to the police station and tell them that.
He got his facts all straight.
Just so my conscience will be clear. If you don't, I'll go and tell them myself.
Turn you in.
Now will you come?
They're gonna throw you in jail.
Okay.
It's
I'll go and lock up.
And for your supper time.
Let's go, Seymour.
Wait, don't you want to collect the day's receipts so you can deposit them in the morning?
You put it in the safe, didn't you?
No.
It's thousands of dollars. Where is it?
In the plant.
In the plant?
I thought that would be the safest place. No people would look there, would they?
The money is in the plant? How am I supposed to get it? Knock?
Here he is, girls. I found him. Here he is.
Can we have your autograph? We saw you on televised news. You look so handsome. You're gonna be so rich.
These girls not now.
Is it true Audrey Tulips Grand Launcher for the Rose Bowl?
Is it true you're gonna be decorating the senior prom?
Yes, it's all true now,
There's a big
please.
hotshot looking for you, Seymour, from Uptown. He's been asking all over where can he find you. You're famous, Seymour.
Is that him?
That's him, Mr. Bernstein.
Thank you, girls. Seymour Krellbot, sweetie, honey, baby, pussycat.
Do I know you?
Of course not. But boy, are you gonna be happy when you do. Seymour, sweetie, down-faced bubbler. Hey, Seymour Krellbot, you prince you. My name is Bernstein. I'm with NBC. I've come down here to convince you to do a weekly TV show for me. Seymour Krellbot's got any tips? For half an hour on Sundays at 4. TV's first low gardening program. You'll make a bid that our ratings will soar.
They say the meek shall inherit. You know the book doesn't lie. It's not a question of merit. It's on the man to supply. We know the meek is gonna get it. And you're a big little guy. You know the meek are gonna get what's coming to him by and by.
Your own TV show?
Monster car.
Your name in light.
Your face on screen.
Sign it! Sign it! Sign that contract! Isn't it exciting?
You're gonna be so famous, Seymour. You better not forget us. Here he is, Mrs. Luce. Here's Seymour.
Please, girls, I don't want to see anybody else today.
Oh, darling, my precious, my sweet, sweet thing. So delighted to make your acquaintance. Cutie, sweetie, Seymour, baby doll. I want to wed with you, lover. I'm sure you know me, the editor's wife. We'd like your face on the cover of the December issue, love. Yes, the front of Life magazine. That's an honor we so seldom count. We'll send someone down, let's say Thursday. The shots of you and your beard in the front.
They say the meek shall inherit. know the book doesn't lie. It's not a question of merit. It's a command and supply. Say the meek gonna get it, and you're a meek little guy. You know the meek are gonna get what's coming to a by and by. Life magazine. Oh my goodness, Mom, you're going straight to the top. How did you do it?
Here he is, the amazing Seymour Krelborn, owner of the fabulous Audrey 2, America's most amazing and interesting unidentified plant.
This is Seymour Krelborn. We've been looking all over for you, baby. Your line's been busy. Did you get our telegram?
I don't think so.
Well, it's a good thing I came down here in person. Skip, Snip, Will, and Morris Agency. Forget the cable we sent ya. It's nice to meet me. The pleasure is yours. Now let my firm represent you. We want to book you on lecturing tours. College campus Rotary Club. The kind of bookings my office can do. Show the plant, then talk, answer questions. It's educational, lucrative too.
My future's starting, I've got to let it. Stick with that plant and G, my bank account will thrive. What am I saying? No way, forget it. It's much too dangerous to keep that plant alive. I take these offers, that means more killing. Who knew success would come with messy, nasty strings? I sign these contracts, that means I'm willing to keep on doing bloody abominable things. No, no, there's only so far you can bend. No, no, this nightmare must come to an end. No, no, you've got no alternative, Seymour, old boy. Though it means you'll be broke again and unemployed, it's the only solution, it can't be avoided. The vegetable must be destroyed. But then there's Audrey, lovely Audrey. If life were tawdry and impoverished as before, she might not like me, she might not want me. Without my plant, she might not love me anymore.
Shall inherit.
My son,
You know the book doesn't lie.
Right on the
It's not a
line.
question of merit.
That'll do fine.
Command and supply.
This company's
You
mine.
know the fortune you swear it.
Couldn't go wrong.
It's on this fact to rely.
Bye-bye, so long.
You know the meek are gonna get what's coming to them. You know the meek are gonna get what's coming to them. You know the meek are gonna get what's coming to them.
Feed me. Food.
lay off 2
Food.
week AC, I'm busy.
Tough tick.
Watch your language.
Grub.
Give me a break. I have to finish my speech for the lecture tour. It's all about you. Now give me some peace and quiet, or I'll tell them the truth.
Don't get cute with me. I made you. I can break you.
Go ahead, break me! You think it's easy living with the guilt?
I'll cut the crap and bring on the meat.
If only you eat meat. If only you touch a mouse or flies. But no, you're so particular.
Come on, Crowborn, feed me. I ain't ate since Mushnik. That was a week ago.
Look, just hold out for one more night, okay? That's all I ask. Tomorrow morning, Life magazine will be here to take the pictures.
And then you'll find me somebody.
Then, you'll never be hungry again, I promise.
Chow time, Crowborn. Food, food, feed me food, food, food.
Stop it! I can't take it anymore! You're driving me crazy! Now shut up, will you? Shut up, shut up, Seymour! Shut up!
What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with me? Don't you think I know it needs food? Don't you think I know if I don't feed it soon it'll die? Don't you think I'm trying to think of some way, something, someone?
Seymour, you're hysterical. What's the big deal about a little plant food? You know, I think running this place all by yourself is getting too much for you. When did Mr. Mushnik say he'd be back?
Huh?
You know, in that note you told me he left you, the one that said he was going to his sister's house in
Czechoslovakia, right. It could be a very long time. Audrey, could I ask you something?
Anything.
Suppose, just for a minute, that there'd never even been an Audrey 2. That I was still a nothing again. Nobody. Would you still like me?
I'd still love you, Seymour.
Then it's settled.
What's that? A gun?
And bullets. And rat poison. And a machete. Tomorrow morning, right after Life magazine takes our pictures, you know who bites the dust.
Seymour!
Right. They'll snap the photos, we'll be famous, I'll take that TV job, and we'll live a nice, quiet, normal life together. No more night feedings. No more squalling for blood.
What feelings? What blood? I don't get it, Seymour. Bullets? Knives? Rat poison? You're scaring me.
There's nothing to be scared of. I'll take you away from here. I'll take you to that little development you've always dreamed of, and once we're there, we'll live happily ever after together, I promise. Nice little house, nice little car, and no plants. No plants at all.
You're talking so peculiar, Seymour.
I'll explain everything to you in the morning. Now, please, just go home.
I can't leave you in this condition.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about anything.
Feed me!
Under no circumstances.
Feed me!
I will not, so stop asking.
Feed me!
I can't take much more of this. Look, how about I run down to the corner and get you a pound of rare roast beef? Maybe that'll hold you off until the photographers get here.
No way.
Look, it's my last offer. Yes or no?
It's better than nothing.
Done. Fine. Great. And don't think you're getting dessert.
I couldn't sleep. I took a Sominex, but voices in my head kept saying no to Seymour, talk to Seymour. I drank some tea, but gee, the feeling wasn't gone. Seymour, sweetheart, tell me, darling, what's been going on?
Hey, little lady, hello.
Who said that?
You looking cute as can be.
Is somebody in here?
You looking mighty sweet.
Seymour? Seymour?
No, it ain't Seymour. It's me.
Oh my God!
Your friendly Audrey too. This planet's talking to you.
I don't believe it.
Believe it, baby, it talks.
Am I dreaming this?
No, and you ain't in Kansas either.
Something is very wrong here.
Relax and go with it, doll. Do me a favor, will you, sweetheart?
A favor?
I need some water in the worst way. Look at my branch. I'm a goner, honey. Come on and give me a drink.
I don't know if I should.
Hey, little lady, good night.
You just want water, right?
Children will drink it straight. No glass of wine. Don't keep no twist of line. And now it's supper time.
Audrey, please don't die, please. I need you.
You know, the black just said the strangest thing to me. It said that Ari and Mr. Mushnik were already inside.
It's true. I did it. I fed them to it.
And that's what made it so big and strong and you so famous?
I've done terrible things, Audrey. But not to you. Never to you.
But I want you to, Seymour.
What?
When I die, which should be very shortly, give me 2 plants so I can live to bring you all the wonderful things you deserve.
Audrey, you don't know what you're saying.
But I do. It's the one last gift I can give you. Because if I'm in the plants, then I'm part of the plants. So, in a way, we'll always be together. He'll wash my tender leaves. He'll smell my sweet perfume. You'll water me and care for me. You'll see me bud and bloom. I'm feeling strangely happy now, contented and serene. Oh, don't you see? Finally, I'll be somewhere that's
There he is, Mr. Martin. There's Seymour.
Thanks, sweetheart. Wait for me. Krellborn? Seymour Krellborn?
Leave me alone.
Patrick Martin? Licensing and Marketing Division? World Botanical Enterprises? I've got a gilt-edged proposition for you, boy.
I'm not interested.
Let me explain more detail. It's a very simple licensing deal. We take leaf cuttings, develop little Audrey 2s, and sell them to florists across the nation. Pretty soon, every household in America will have one. We've got a truck waiting outside and some pots, and if you don't mind, we'd like to start taking cuttings right now. Imagine, boy, Audrey 2s everywhere. Now, with the right kind of marketing, this thing will be bigger than hula hoops.
Bigger than hula hoops!
Much bigger.
Every household in America! Thousands of you eating! That's what you had in mind all along, isn't it?
No shit, Sherlock.
We're not talking about just one hungry plant here. We're talking about world conquest.
And I want to thank you.
You're a monster, and so am I.
Feed me.
You ain't the only thing I ever loved.
Too bad.
Take that, and that, and that.
Give it up, Krellborn.
Never. Here. Rat poison. Eat that. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Never. Maybe you're tough on the outside, but if you're here, in that pod, I'll hack your bits. I'll take it from the inside. Now open up. Open up. Open up. Open up. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
snip some of the smaller leaves and replant them in these here pots. Truck's waiting outside. Open up the van, boys. We're ready to start loading.
Subsequent to the events you have just witnessed,